So after you spend some time on the legal and ethical issues sources, you'll be more prepared to search in Cinahl. So let's just do a couple of searches. I just want to show you a few things, just a few reminders here for Cinahl. Okay. So remember to play around with your keywords. So if you start with something like minor children and medical consent, I get no results. So I just didn't enter the words correctly. Sometimes you might want to break up phrases into individual words. So I'm going to do minors, plural, and children and consent. So it's just a little different from the first search that I did, but it gave me a lot more results to look through. Okay. You could narrow this down even more if you wanted to. Um, you could add a row, and you could do something like legal or law or legislation, and then see what you get there. Okay. Um, and then for the different sections of the paper that you're searching, you could do something like ethics or ethical. You could do financial or economic or cost. So when you're ready to divide this up, just keep in mind some of the terminology that you could use. Okay. But let me just go back to that original search. Just remember also to look for subject headings underneath each article. You'll find subject headings that describe what the article is about, and of course there you will find additional terminology that you could use to search. So if it's really treatment refusal that you want, you could just copy and paste that subject heading into the search box. Um, let's see here. There's all kinds of things that you could use um, as you're looking through some of these subject headings. See ethical issues a lot, it keeps showing up. So just pay attention to those to help improve your search. Okay. Um, and hopefully you're using your folders to save articles as you find them. If you don't have a folder already, an account in EBSCO, you might want to create one. That way you can save things to your folder permanently if you're signed in. So I have an account already. As long as I'm signed in, anything that I put in my folder is saved there permanently. So you can just add things to your folder as you go along, and then do another search, add more things to your folder, and then when you're done, go to your folder to then look for the full text. Download PDF files, use the 360 link to look for full text, and so on and so on. Okay. On the left side of the page, of course, you're probably going to limit to date. One limiter over here that you might use is geography and limit to the United States because you really do want things that are going to be here in the U.S., not in other countries. This is not a perfect limit, so you could try this and see how it works. If it limits you too much, take that off. You might even put United States into the search box. That's another way you could do it. There's no perfect way to limit by geography, but those are two options. Also, you might want to search other databases in addition to Cinahl. So, for example, if you're doing something on, clear this out, if you were doing something on immigrants and access to health care, you may find a lot in Cinahl, but you might also want to look at our sociology databases. I think those would be two that you could add to your search. So these are all the databases that we get from EBSCO, so you can search more than one at a time. If you were doing anything about mental health care, you would want to also search in the psychology databases. So just think about your topic and choose an additional database accordingly. Right there. That expanded my search, a whole lot. And as you're looking, if you're not finding exactly what you want, as always, just remember to email me with any questions that you have.